Hey guys, welcome to this effort at a video lecture. Today's is primarily going to go over stuff we already went over in class, so this shouldn't be new material to you. Also, forgive the quality of my voice, the quality of the things I say. This is the first time I've ever done these kind of video lectures, so it's going to be kind of obvious. Also, my editing skills are not strong, so I'm going to be one take and done kind of person. Oh, bear with me. You're going to have the PowerPoint slides so you can look stuff up. You can email me too. Anywho, let's get started. Today, I just want to talk to you briefly over the biography of Mary Shelley. So, actually, we watched this in class, and you have the you've got the PowerPoint slides. So, you can just click on this link. It's from the National Theater, which did a production of Frankenstein for the stage. It's really good. Just watch that. It's awesome. The next slide, this is just some of the, kind of give you a map to try to place where the events in the novel occur. Occur? What the world does that mean? Occur. So down in the only thing really not in the novel is that thing down here in the, ooh, I can move the mic. All right, y'all, this making a video lecture is all new to me. So that thing down here, that's not referred to in the novel. That takes place as a contextual thing. And it's one of the reasons, if you see the video I just mentioned, where the volcano exploded and led to the year without a summer, and that's kind of cool. But the rest of the stuff here is in the novel. So, for instance, we'll begin with Robert Walton, who's up in Russia on his way to find the Northeast Passage, not the Northwest. They're trying to find the Northeast Passage. And he's writing to his sister, who's over here in London. So that's where the novel is going to begin. The other places, though, are sites in the novel as well. That one doesn't give you a full picture. This is not a great map. Honestly, I couldn't find a great map online, so apologies. But this gives you more of a depiction of what's going on. We're going to start off, all right, with he's going to be born in Geneva, Victor Frankenstein is, and it's going to be, the story is going to take place in these different spots, and eventually we're going to end up here. So here's another map, and they decided to add family tree to the people in here as well. Here's the family tree and so on. I don't know if that really helps you or not. Anyhow, just if you want to, stop the video and look at it. Here's the main thing we talked about in class, which is to try to think about the incredible complexity of Mary Shelley's biography. She experienced so much death in her life. The most important people around her passed away. Here is her mom, Mary Wollstonecraft, and her dad, William Godwin. This will be the only child. Mary Shelley's will be their only child together. Mary Wollstonecraft had another daughter, and William Godwin, as you can see, had another son, and also other children via his wife, his second wife. But these two marry. They have one daughter, and Mary Wollstonecraft dies just a few days after Mary's birth. Mary will eventually marry Percy, who had another wife and two children by her. Percy and Mary will have 4 children. 3 of them, as you can see, will die very, very young. Only one, Percy Florence Shelley, will live to be an adult. So you can kind of look here and just, here's another family tree, which I think is kind of useful as well. You can see, again, this complexity. The only reason I'm bringing this out is because Mary Shelley's life is haunted by death. She's going to publish this novel in 1818, and then she'll do a significant revision in 1831. And she'd already lost a lot of people by 1818. She loses even more by 1831. So it's just, I think it makes her story very poignant. This is her dad, William Godwin, and this is her mom, Mary Wollstonecraft. 2 incredibly influential public figures in British life back in their day. They wrote these books. Here's William Godwin's An Inquiry Concerning Political Justice, and Mary Wollstonecraft's A Vindication of the Rights of Women. So the things they say are some things that you and I would just commonly understand. But back in the day, these were not commonly understood. They are radicals in their culture. And Mary Wollstonecraft, for instance, I mean, she is a very important figure in the creation of rights for women, not the creation, I'm not sure what term I want to use here, but she's a very important figure in the history of of establishing rights for women. Here is Mary on the left and Percy on the right. Here's a picture of the the churchyard where Mary's mom is buried. This is the next important thing for us to consider for our novel in terms of biography. This is the place where they're going to have the famous ghost story challenge. Lord Byron and Percy and Mary and Lord Polidori, Dr. Polidori. They're going to have this, and the only one that's actually going to produce anything worth noting is Mary Shelley and Polidori. But it's very much worth noting because those are the two most important. They'll help. Mary will create Frankenstein, and Polidori will be an influence in the creating of Dracula. And those are the two biggest, most important monsters since the 19th century in Western culture. Anyhow, you can read about their ghost story later. Here's Lord Byron. He's a rock star. Enough said about him. This is Dr. Polidori. This is his book, The Vampire. No, there on the cover it says that Lord Byron wrote it. Lord Byron did not write it. Frankly, I've read it, and it's terrible. It's very brief, and it's really badly written. But that doesn't matter because it's going to be an influence on a much better book, which is Bram Stoker's Dracula, which really is a great novel. It's really fun to read. This is a depiction of, here on the left is the 1818 publication of the novel, and on the right is the 1831. I've constantly stressed in class the importance of you all reading the 1818 because there are significant enough differences between the two that you'll have a different understanding if you read 1831 versus 1818. Percy Shelley dies off the coast of Italy. He loved to sail, couldn't swim. That's not unusual, though, in the history of people. Lots of people did not know how to swim, including a lot of sailors. Here's an engraving depicting their loss. This is a picture of Sir Percy Florence Shelley. This is Mary and Percy's only child that survived adulthood. He would have no children. So there are no direct descendants today of Mary and Percy Shelley. Last slide, just to return to it. Just think about Mary Shelley. She lost her mother. She never knew her mother. Her mother died when she was just a few days old. She would lose her husband. She would lose her children. That's interesting biographical information to bring in when you start reading a novel like Frankenstein, which is very much a death-haunted novel. Okay, lots more can be said, but that's enough for today. Have a good one.